Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 5 of this office design. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to create this. Now we're gonna work on this more. Um, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Insert, Load Family, and let's drop in the bunk beds. So here, I'm going to Furniture, Beds, and we have bunk beds here. I'm gonna press open and then type in CM, and then from here space bar, and then you can rotate the orientation. So I'm gonna add, or I'm gonna space it out like so. We have more than enough space for everyone, and it's not that crowded. So I'm gonna press escape, and then we have our quarters with beds in it. Then let's zoom out, and then here I'm gonna continue adding the same curtain wall system on this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on the curtain wall right here and then CS. That's create similar. So it's basically this icon. It's grayed out because we already have it. And then we're just going to add curtain wall on this side. And then here we're going to delete this door. And then I'm going to add the curtain wall like so. And then after that, go to modify and then cut geometry. And then if we look at 3D, so cut geometry right about here. And then here, we could use the same paint. So click on paint and then oak flooring. And then let's click on the oak flooring right there. After this, what we could do is we could add in our curtain grid, and we can do it on our 3D. So usually you need to go below there. So I'm gonna put 200 and then around 800, and then from there I'm going to divide it. Press escape first and then divide it now. And then let's add around 1000 each. And then that's looking good. Then let's go back to architecture and then click on mullion, and then we have squared all grid, and then select that. And then let's not forget to remove the one below here. And then right here, we could click on tab, select that panel, go to drop down, and then click on our door. And then from here, we need to go back to level 1 so that we can flip this around like so. So we have our glass right here. We still have a regular door right here. Here, we're going to add in a different door. So let's go to Insert, Load Family, and then go back to the main and look for doors. And then here, instead of residential, let's do commercial. I want this one exterior door, and then this one for the front, and then the storage. But let's add the one for the server room. So I'm just looking for the best one. This one I could do it for this. So I'm gonna click open, and then I'm just going to select the one at the top so that we don't need to load everything. Then now DR, it will be selected for the door because we loaded first, and then now we can select it and add it there. But on here, we also have the quarters. So we're going to load another door. And then this one, we could use the single flash door passage, open, and then just add the one that is right there, and then DR, and then let's just add it on this side. I'm going to select this, edit, and I want to make sure to change. So I kind of like the materials that already preset here, so I don't want to change that. By this one, we have birch, metal, and aluminum. That's fine as well. I don't mind. And then here, I could delete this and then use the same door. So here we have access, but I was told that they want also access on this side. So I'm gonna delete this and then delete this. And then I'm going to load. This one is for the storage. So I'm gonna add the one at the top only, and then DR, and then we're going to add it right about here. Let's just move it a bit like that, and that looks perfect. So they have access here, and they also have access here, so that when they're loading up some stuff, they have a bigger entrance here, and then they could have a security door. So this is basically a security door. Let's load more. For the entrance, I need to delete this. So load, and then this one for the entrance. And then I'm just gonna load the one at the top, and then DR again. That's shortcut for a door, and we could just add it there. If we see it in 3D, it's basically like that. We need to select that. So we need to flip it on the other side and then flip this one on the other side. So now here, let's flip this one on the other side and then flip this one on the other side like that. So something like this and that. So actually, we need to flip it because this is correct, but the one that we have for the storage should be flipped on this side only. Okay, so that's fine. So we have it here, and we have done here, and we have something for the studio. For the studio, I'm gonna use this one as well. And then I'm just gonna add it there, and I'm happy with that. And then for the doors here, I'm just going to use this one as well. Okay, we're gonna add in a kitchen right there. And then for the server room, accounting, we're gonna add in some furniture later on. We already have the shelvings here. We have a reception that I loaded on the site, and then we have a lobby um, seating as well here, and then we already have a kitchen as well. So we just need to load those. Um, Now, what we could do is we could go to our level 2 and start our level 2. So here, what we could do is we could go to architecture. We can still select our interior walls, and then we also have our exterior walls. So for interior walls, you can select that CS. And then from here, what we could do is we're going to align same thing what we did. So from here, we're going to align up to this corner all the way right here. So basically, we're copying what we have here. Later on, we're gonna add a washroom on the second floor. But for now, let's add that. Also, select the exterior wall, CS. Let's create similar. And then let's add exterior wall and use rectangular or square. And then from there, we can select A1 up to F5. And then we have our exterior wall. And then it's connected into our interior wall. And then here we need to close this off. So let's select our interior wall, CS, click on E1, and then just copy the underlay that you have. If your underlay is not showing the one for level 1, what you need to do is go to your properties and then just change your underlay base level to level 1. If you have none, it's not showing anything. So that's very important to have or to use. Also, we're going to select the interior wall again, CS, and then from A3, and then going down to C3, we're going to close off our studio. And what we could do is we could add in an X mark later on. And then we need to add in a text open below. So now, select your interior wall again, CS. Let's add a wall from B3 all the way connecting here. And then same here, kitchen, we have it below. Later on, we're going to delete this wall once we finalize everything, because we're gonna add a railing here. So it's something that they could look at below. And then here, what we could do is we could push this all the way to the B1 grid. So I'm just extending this because we will have another office area here. And then, like I said, we will have another washroom here so that people at the second floor doesn't need to go down anymore and will have to access the stairs again just to go to the washroom. So they need their own washroom right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select that CS, and then for now I'm going to add walls like this. So we're gonna have two for now. Select this. I want to reference this line. Select that 1400. So it will move this one 1400 again. Sorry, for this one 1400, and then select this one. It will move 1400 from there. Now we will have another um, room here, but we need to make this one smaller. So I'm gonna go and add in another wall, CS, and then add the wall right here. Now what we could do is we could just pull this one back like that. SL, so that's split element, and then just push this back. So now we have an opening here for the washroom. Select this wall. I want this wall to be around 1668. So we have enough space. And if you notice, you can select this one. If not, you need to make this accessible. Because if you have it X, you won't be able to select anything below. So just another way of knowing what to look for when you're not selecting or you're not able to select anything. So now select that CS, and then let's add it in the middle right here for the second floor. And then select this one from the first floor so that we can add it for the second floor. What we could do is we could just add it back to back like that. So that is cheaper for plumbing. It's better for that. Select the door as well, CS. We could add in the door right about here, and then the door, flip it on the other side by space bar. And then obviously we're going to have in a door on this side and then a door on this side as well. But for this, we don't need a glass door anymore, but we could have in a curtain wall right here and then right here. We also we're going to add a curtain wall right here so that we have able to access the space here. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to select this interior wall, and I want to extend this all the way right here. So just extend that, select this interior wall again, CS. I want to click it from, this is F3 going to E3, and then just trim and extend, or just trim this one. So now we extended our second floor like that. Then what we're gonna do is we can also extend this one instead. So I'm going to push this one all the way to this one. So this will be E2 up to F2. So I'm just extending it. I want to have something here so that we can still access. Here, I'm going to SL, split element, and then just pull this back all the way to the corner. AL, so that we have the same align right here. And then here we could TR, trim and extend. And then we could have glass along right here, looking, they could access or look down below here. And then here we could exchange this one to a railing. So that's something that we could do later on, not right now. Now select your interior wall, CS, and then here what we're gonna do is I'm going to click on E2 all the way halfway to the D. So from C and D, I'm just gonna click it here for now. And then I'm gonna give you the proper dimension. Okay. And then I'm going to select this wall, CS again, and I'm going to put a wall right here and a wall right here. And for the dimensions, so that you guys are aware, what we can do now is we can turn off our underlay so that you guys can see it properly. I know it's gonna be confusing for some people, but at least we could see it now. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select here, and then I want to reference from here. So select here 1524. So I want this gap to be 1524 or 60 inches. Now from this point I want to reference this grid line, so it needs to be 3450. So it moves backward a bit. Then I want this one, so I'm going to select this wall. This will be reference this grid line, so you can just move this one, select, and this will be 4500. And at the same time, I want to reference this. So I'm going to press escape, select this wall. This one should be 5100. So now we have our dimension here. I provided the dimensions. Here I'm gonna add in some chairs so that people can have some um, areas to sit on. Like I said, we need to go to annotate, detailed line. I'm gonna choose thin line, and we need to click on X right here and then right here. So click on tab, click it at the end, and then click it like that. This will represent that we have an opening below. Okay. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.